2026 is not just another year, it's a divine turning point. A heavenly shift is coming that will affect your health, your wealth, and your protection like never before. The question is, will you be ready to receive these blessings, or will you miss the signs? Today, the spiritual keys are revealed, keys that can unlock abundance, safeguard your life, and bring divine favor into every area of your life. The heavens are shifting. Celestial movements, alignments, and energies that were dormant for decades are now awakening. These cosmic events are not mere coincidences. They are signals, messages, and opportunities from a higher realm. Just as the tides respond to the moon, so too does life respond to spiritual alignment. This is a year when alignment matters more than effort. Many have worked tirelessly, seeking breakthroughs through sheer willpower, yet find themselves frustrated, drained, or blocked. Why? Because the timing, energy, and alignment must match. Without alignment, effort alone yields limited results. 2026 is unique. The energies this year are amplifying the consequences of alignment. If your intentions, actions, and spiritual awareness are synchronized with these higher energies, blessings will accelerate in ways that are almost miraculous. Doors that were once closed will swing wide open. Financial opportunities will appear suddenly. Health challenges may ease, and protection will manifest even in seemingly impossible circumstances. But alignment is not passive. It requires awareness, understanding, and action. It begins with recognizing that there are unseen forces influencing outcomes. Wealth, health, and safety are not only matters of skill, planning, or luck. They are deeply connected to how one resonates with spiritual currents. For example, imagine a river flowing through a valley. If a boat is positioned correctly, it will ride the currents effortlessly, reaching destinations quickly and safely. Misaligned, the same boat struggles, fighting against the flow, exhausting its energy, and achieving little progress. Life in 2026 will function similarly. Those aligned with the heavenly currents will move forward effortlessly, while those out of alignment may struggle, regardless of how hard they push. Awareness is the first step. Paying attention to signs, energies, and inner guidance is critical. This is not about fear or superstition. It is about understanding cause and effect in a spiritual context. Being in harmony with higher forces amplifies every positive action and neutralizes many challenges before they even arise. To harness this alignment, individuals must cultivate clarity in purpose, consistency in intention, and purity in action. Actions taken with selfish motives, hidden agendas, or disconnection from higher principles will not resonate with these energies. Conversely, sincere alignment with divine principles, generosity, integrity, gratitude, and faith creates a magnetic force that draws blessings, health, and protection. Closely connected to alignment is the revelation of hidden blessings. These are not ordinary blessings, they are latent opportunities, spiritual resources, and divine favor that remain unseen until the moment they are accessed. Many go through life unaware of these blessings, living below their true potential, simply because they have not yet learned how to recognize and unlock them. Hidden blessings often manifest in subtle ways. They may appear as a chance encounter, a sudden insight, or an unexpected opportunity. At first, they may seem coincidental or ordinary, but for those who are spiritually attuned, these are signals, invitations from the universe to step into abundance, health, or protection. The principle is simple yet profound. Blessings exist everywhere, but they are hidden in plain sight. They require awareness, receptivity, and the courage to act. Life in 2026 will reveal a remarkable truth. Many who once struggled will discover that the path to abundance was not blocked by effort or circumstance, but by blindness to these hidden opportunities. To unlock these blessings, one must first cultivate a mindset of expectation and readiness. This means believing that extraordinary outcomes are possible, even if current circumstances suggest otherwise. It also means taking intentional steps toward alignment, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Blessings respond to action as much as faith. They do not simply appear to those who wait passively. Another critical element is discernment. Hidden blessings often arrive disguised as ordinary events. A delayed opportunity may actually be protection from loss. A sudden challenge may be the gateway to growth and greater fortune. Recognizing these moments requires intuition, spiritual awareness, and the willingness to trust guidance beyond the visible. Gratitude is also a key that unlocks hidden blessings. Those who cultivate gratitude for both small and large outcomes create a resonance that attracts more blessings. Gratitude is a spiritual frequency, a signal to the universe that one is ready to receive. Without it, even the most obvious opportunities may pass unnoticed. The coming year will amplify these principles. Blessings that were once rare or inaccessible will now be within reach for those prepared to align and act. Doors to health restoration, financial prosperity, and divine protection will open suddenly, sometimes in ways that defy logic or explanation. But they will favor the vigilant, the aware, and the faithful. Imagine standing before a treasure chest locked and forgotten for years. The key has always been nearby, but only those who look carefully, discern wisely, and approach with readiness will claim the treasure. In 2026, the universe places similar treasures before everyone. Hidden blessings abound, waiting to be unlocked by those willing to see beyond the surface. These blessings are not limited to wealth alone. Health protection, relationships, and spiritual growth are all included. True abundance is holistic. It touches every aspect of life. And when hidden blessings are unlocked, the effect is not only personal but also ripple outward, benefiting families, communities, and even future generations. Wealth is often seen as a product of hard work, education, or luck. But true, sustainable wealth operates on a deeper, spiritual level. In 2026, this principle becomes more visible. Financial abundance is directly linked to spiritual alignment and understanding divine laws of prosperity. The universe is governed by principles that dictate flow and access. Wealth is not merely a matter of income or assets. It is a reflection of resonance with these principles. Just as a seed requires fertile soil, water, and sunlight to grow, prosperity requires alignment with spiritual laws. Those who ignore this often toil endlessly, yet see limited results, while others seem to attract abundance effortlessly. One of the greatest misconceptions is that wealth is about accumulation. Divine wealth is about flow. It is about being in the right place at the right time with the right actions so that resources move toward you naturally. This requires understanding three core principles: clarity of intention, ethical alignment, and readiness to receive. Clarity of intention means knowing precisely what kind of abundance is desired, not just financially, but holistically. It requires defining goals that serve not only personal growth, but also the greater good. Those who are vague in their intentions often attract partial or misaligned outcomes, whereas those with precise, spiritually aligned intentions draw wealth that is consistent, sustainable, and transformational. Ethical alignment is the principle of integrity. Divine wealth flows to those whose actions resonate with truth, honesty, and fairness. When motives are selfish, manipulative, or disconnected from higher purpose, even significant effort may not produce lasting results. In 2026, the universe is amplifying this truth. Integrity is no longer optional, it is essential for sustained prosperity. Readiness to receive is the often overlooked key. Many block abundance not through lack of effort, but through fear, doubt, or resistance. Divine wealth requires receptivity, an openness to receive opportunities, resources, and blessings without skepticism or hesitation. The wealth code also operates through timing. Just as a river flows according to seasons, opportunities come at precise moments. Being spiritually aligned ensures that one is not only able to recognize these moments, but also act decisively. Acting too early or too late may result in missed opportunities. In 2026, those who master timing, intention, and alignment will witness a surge in prosperity that feels almost supernatural. Finally, divine wealth is holistic. True prosperity does not harm others, nor does it come at the expense of health or peace. It is balanced, abundant, and generative. It provides security, freedom, and the capacity to make a positive impact. Those who understand this code will not only achieve material success, but also experience inner fulfillment and spiritual growth, a combination that amplifies blessings across every area of life. While wealth attracts attention, health is the foundation upon which all blessings rest. Yet in 2026, health will be recognized not merely as a physical condition, but as a reflection of spiritual alignment. True health is a holistic balance of body, mind, and spirit, and the universe is prepared to amplify it for those who understand its divine nature. Health is more than the absence of disease. It is a state of energy, vitality, and harmony that allows one to fully access opportunities and blessings. Spiritual health, in particular, governs physical resilience, mental clarity, and emotional stability. In 2026, those who neglect this connection may struggle, while those who embrace it will experience unprecedented vitality. One critical principle is energy alignment. Just as wealth flows when intentions, ethics, and readiness are aligned, health flourishes when the body, mind, and spirit are in harmony. This includes taking responsibility for lifestyle thoughts and emotional well-being. Stress, unresolved trauma, and negative patterns can block this flow, while practices that cultivate balance, mindfulness, gratitude, prayer, meditation, and ethical living enhance resilience and vitality. Another principle is preventive spiritual awareness. Many health challenges arise from neglecting the subtle signals of imbalance. Minor symptoms, repeated setbacks, or persistent stress are often early warnings from the body and spirit. Recognizing these signals and responding with holistic care allows the body to restore itself before challenges escalate. In 2026, the universe is providing heightened awareness to those attuned, offering guidance through intuition, insight, and opportunities for healing. The power of divine support is also key. Protection, guidance, and healing are amplified when one aligns with higher principles. This may manifest as sudden recovery, access to advanced treatments, or insights into lifestyle adjustments that dramatically improve health. These interventions may appear subtle or miraculous, but they are consistent with the law. Alignment invites support. Gratitude again plays a transformative role. Those who acknowledge the gift of health, even in small measures, create a resonance that strengthens vitality. Neglect or resentment, conversely, blocks this flow. In 2026, gratitude is more than a virtue. It is a practical tool for cultivating energy, healing, and overall well-being. Additionally, health is deeply interconnected with wealth and protection. Without vitality, financial opportunities may be missed, and protection mechanisms cannot be fully utilized. Those who prioritize holistic health position themselves to fully embrace the other blessings of the year. Finally, health as a spiritual gift is about stewardship. The body is the vessel through which abundance, protection, and life experience flow. Caring for it, nurturing it, and aligning it with spiritual principles ensures that blessings are not just received but sustained. In 2026, this stewardship will be critical. Those who honor their health will find that energy, vitality, and resilience become a conduit for every other blessing. Protection is often misunderstood as merely the absence of danger. True protection is far more profound. It is a dynamic shield that surrounds every aspect of life: physical safety, financial security, emotional stability, and spiritual resilience. In 2026, protection will increasingly be tied to faith, alignment, and spiritual practice. Faith is not blind optimism. It is an active recognition of higher laws at work and a deliberate trust that alignment with these laws brings safety and security. Those who cultivate faith create a spiritual resonance that deflects harm, opens doors, and attracts guidance when challenges arise. Protection through faith begins with awareness. The universe communicates through subtle signs, warnings, and guidance. A person attuned to these signals can avoid pitfalls, make better decisions, and respond with discernment. Ignoring these signals leaves one vulnerable to unnecessary setbacks, while paying attention positions an individual under divine shelter. Another crucial element is inner alignment. Protection is strongest when the heart, mind, and actions are aligned with higher principles. Dishonesty, resentment, fear, and unethical behavior weaken the protective shield. Conversely, integrity, gratitude, compassion, and faith strengthen it, creating a spiritual barrier that guards against misfortune. In 2026, the universe is amplifying this principle. Protection is no longer passive or random. It responds to conscious effort, faith, and spiritual vigilance. Financial dangers, health risks, and relational challenges can be mitigated or entirely avoided when one maintains alignment and trust in divine guidance. Faith also encourages resilience in adversity. Challenges are inevitable, but with faith, they are transformed from threats into opportunities for growth. Faith allows a person to navigate difficulties without fear, maintaining clarity and focus while the universe orchestrates protection and solutions. Practical faith in action may include daily practices such as prayer, meditation, ethical living, and conscious gratitude. These are not mere rituals. They are spiritual tools that reinforce the protective shield, ensuring that blessings are preserved and threats are neutralized before they manifest. Finally, protection through faith creates a ripple effect. Families, communities, and future generations benefit from the fortified spiritual environment created by one person's alignment and vigilance. In 2026, protection is not only personal, it is generational, extending beyond the individual to influence the lives of many. While protection safeguards the present, breaking generational blocks liberates the future. Many individuals unknowingly inherit limitations, patterns, and obstacles from their family lines, barriers that hinder wealth, health, success, and spiritual growth. 2026 brings an unprecedented opportunity to dismantle these invisible chains and step into freedom. Generational blocks manifest in many forms. Financial struggles repeated across generations, recurring health challenges, destructive habits, or deeply ingrained fears. Often, people accept these patterns as normal, unaware that they are inherited spiritual obstacles rather than unavoidable fate. Breaking these blocks requires awareness, intention, and spiritual intervention. The first step is recognition, acknowledging that certain struggles are not personal failures but inherited patterns changes perspective. This recognition opens the door to transformation, allowing individuals to approach obstacles strategically rather than with defeat. Next is intentional release. Generational limitations cannot be broken through ignorance or passive hope. They require deliberate action, letting go of fear, resentment, or limiting beliefs, adopting new patterns of thought and behavior, and actively pursuing spiritual practices that dismantle inherited barriers. Spiritual principles amplify this process. Practices such as meditation, prayer, forgiveness, and alignment with ethical and moral laws act as catalysts, freeing individuals from patterns that no longer serve them. These practices may feel subtle at first, but in 2026 their effects will be amplified, producing profound and visible results. Breaking generational blocks also involves creating new paradigms. Liberation is not just about removing limitations, it is about building positive momentum that ensures future generations thrive. This may involve establishing new financial habits, health routines, educational practices, and spiritual traditions that replace old patterns with sustainable, abundant structures. Faith plays a central role here as well. Trusting that transformation is possible, even if challenges have persisted for generations, strengthens the ability to break free. Doubt, fear, and cynicism reinforce old chains, while faith, intention, and alignment dismantle them completely. The results of breaking generational blocks are holistic. Financial freedom, improved health, emotional resilience, and spiritual growth are all interconnected. One breakthrough often triggers others, creating a domino effect of blessings. In 2026, this process will be accelerated. What once took years or even lifetimes can now shift rapidly for those ready to act. Furthermore, breaking these blocks is not only personal. Families, communities, and even descendants benefit from the liberation of one individual. Patterns of scarcity, disease, or limitation no longer dictate the path of those aligned with the principles of transformation. In this sense, breaking generational blocks is both an act of personal empowerment and a spiritual inheritance for future generations. Finally, those who engage in this process find a profound sense of purpose. Liberation from inherited limitations creates clarity, confidence, and momentum that extends into every area of life. Wealth, health, protection, and spiritual growth become accessible in ways previously blocked. In 2026, the universe is offering an extraordinary opportunity, the chance to not only survive, but thrive across generations. The universe communicates constantly, but most people are unaware of the subtle signals sent to guide, protect, and bless them. In 2026, these signs are more pronounced, but they require attention and discernment. Ignoring them can mean missing critical opportunities for wealth, health, protection, and spiritual growth. Signs can manifest in many forms: synchronicities, repeated messages, sudden insights, changes in circumstances, or even feelings of urgency and intuition. These are not coincidences. They are invitations to align with higher forces and act decisively. One of the most common signs is unexpected opportunities. A meeting, a message, or a chance encounter may seem ordinary, but it carries the potential to change the course of life. Recognizing its significance requires discernment, understanding that not everything is accidental and that divine timing often disguises itself in ordinary moments. Repetition is another signal. When a word, phrase, number, or theme keeps appearing, it is often the universe trying to draw attention. Many overlook these repetitions, dismissing them as chance, but they are patterns pointing to necessary action or awareness. In 2026, the ability to notice and act on these signals will distinguish those who thrive from those who merely observe. Intuition is a powerful guide. Gut feelings, subtle nudges, or sudden clarity are often overlooked in the rush of daily life. In this year, heightened spiritual energy will make intuition sharper, but it must be trusted. Hesitation, doubt, or ignoring these inner messages can delay or block blessings. Those who act on intuition will find doors opening at remarkable speed. Another form of signs is life's disruptions or delays. What appears as a setback may actually be protection. Missed opportunities, canceled plans, or unexpected challenges may redirect one to a safer or more prosperous path. Understanding the difference between a true obstacle and divine intervention is essential. It requires reflection, patience, and faith. Gratitude and mindfulness amplify the ability to see signs. When the heart and mind are attuned to the present, subtle guidance becomes clearer. When life is rushed or distracted, even the most obvious signs can be missed. Cultivating awareness is not optional. It is a necessity for navigating the coming shift effectively. Those who learn to recognize and respond to signs will experience a life of flow, where opportunities, health, and protection are consistently reinforced by divine guidance. In 2026, the difference between thriving and struggling will often come down to noticing these messages and taking action when they appear. Recognition of signs is only the first step. True transformation requires active participation. 2026 is not a year for passive hope. It is a year for deliberate, conscious action aligned with spiritual principles. Each individual has a role in this shift, a unique responsibility to act, align, and contribute to their own growth and the larger flow of blessings. The first aspect of this role is responsibility. Every choice, every action, and every decision carries weight. This is a year where intentionality matters more than ever. Opportunities will appear, blessings will be offered, but only those willing to step forward with purpose will receive their full effect. Waiting, hesitating, or ignoring guidance may result in missed potential. Next is alignment with divine principles. Your actions must reflect integrity, faith, gratitude, and ethical living. The universe amplifies energy, and misalignment creates resistance that blocks the flow of blessings. Aligning thoughts, intentions, and actions with spiritual truth is the foundation for success in every area: wealth, health, protection, and freedom from limitations. Another element is courage and decisiveness. Recognizing signs and knowing one's role is insufficient without the courage to act. Many see opportunities but fear risk or change. In 2026, courage becomes a multiplier. Those willing to step out of comfort zones, make bold moves, and act in faith will experience exponential growth. Consistency is also essential. The shift is not a single event but a process. Daily actions, persistent alignment, and ongoing mindfulness reinforce the flow of blessings. Small, consistent steps toward spiritual, financial, and personal goals compound rapidly in 2026, creating momentum that can transform life in a matter of months. Your role also includes intentional creation. This is a year to consciously shape reality, not merely react to circumstances. Focused thoughts, deliberate planning, and purposeful actions create energy that attracts wealth, health, and protection. Divine opportunities respond to intention when it is paired with aligned action. Collaboration and influence are part of your role as well. Your alignment and actions can ripple outward, affecting family, community, and even future generations. In 2026, the individual's role is both personal and collective. As one rises, the environment around them is also elevated. Faith is the backbone of fulfilling your role. Trust in the process, trust in the signs, and trust that the universe will support aligned action. This trust allows one to move boldly, embrace risk when necessary, and act decisively in alignment with higher principles. Finally, embracing your role requires awareness of timing. Opportunities in 2026 will appear suddenly, and acting at the right moment is critical. This is where the previous keys, recognizing signs, alignment, protection, and breaking generational blocks, converge. Preparedness, awareness, and readiness to act turn potential into reality. Those who understand and embrace their role in this shift will not only receive personal blessings, but will also become conduits of abundance, health, protection, and spiritual growth for those around them. The year 2026 is a pivotal point where action, faith, and alignment converge to create extraordinary transformation.